Good morning traders, it's Friday 30th of July 2021, last day of the trading month of July, or month end, and we have some CAD news and USD news later, both at the same time actually, 1:30 p.m. UK time. Some CAD pairs are looking quite interesting. I'll show you some of those that I've got my eye on in a little while. So no real major update since yesterday. Dollar Swiss still looking for that pullback. Well, let's start with the dollar, because we are looking at dollar weakness, but we're looking for a pullback on the dollar to get short. So we've broken out of this ascending channel or wedge, broken out, had 1, 2, 3, 4 4 days of selling, so looking for that to pull back a little bit to look for more shorts. Let's just maybe put some moving averages on this, so you can see those cycles, those moving averages have opened up very, very nicely, but we'd like a pullback, preferably 92 into this little zone here, 92.30, 92.40, somewhere around there. This is the impulse phase, so you know, is this the end of the impulse? We're gonna have that little correction and potentially look for further shorts on the dollar next week. But yeah, things of interest today. So dollar Swiss, if we do see that pullback on the dollar, we could see that pullback on dollar Swiss as well. So if there's any counter trend traders out there, you can look for changes in cycle. This looks quite interesting actually. 90, just trying to get the right price for you here, right about, yeah, 90.65 potentially. I can just see a little bit of resistance there, broken support, so we could be seeing this at the moment, and then push, sorry guys, push back down into here, and then that basically. So break of resistance, now becomes support, and upside, could be seeing that. So potential trade there if you're a intraday trader and a counter trend trader as well. Euro Swissy has been moving very, very nicely to the downside. Really, really nice cycles, respecting moving averages. 4 hour looks pretty nice as well there. Look, daily, would like to see, if I'm going to short this, I would like to see a pullback into that 8 moving average on the daily. Didn't quite get it yesterday. Cycles are there though, but potentially, look, we are having a bigger correction here, so we'll see how that goes. But you know, this is a bearish market at the moment, Euro Swiss, so that's on my radar as well. Pound CAD, this is one of the CAD pairs that I'm looking at, and I can see, if I show you on my hourly chart, see a bit of a downtrend here. Could be something to watch, as in, if this was an impulse, this was a correction, we could see at some point some break to the upside, which would mean pound strength or CAD weakness, or a bit of both. So I will be watching for the breakout of this counter trend line, and looking for price to continue to the upside to try and get into a long trade. Okay, if that happens. 15-minute. Yep, still obviously bearish while we're underneath that CTL. So I'd be looking for break, pull back into moving averages, looking to go long. Kiwi CAD again, another chart where I kind of favor CAD weakness. So I like pound CAD to the upside. I like Kiwi CAD to the upside as well. and I'm just about to show you why. Look on the 4 hour, take off these moving averages for a second. Okay, we've got this nice respected trend line here, 1, 2, 3. Now, of course, this could drop through the bottom of the trend line, but my bias is to look for it to break to the upside, purely because it's you can see that the buyers are actually in charge, making higher highs, higher lows, obviously because we've got an ascending trend line. So I'll be looking for a break of the trend line. See a little bit of support stroke resistance there. So support, look, resistance. Just gonna make sure that's nice and flat. So you can look for the breakout of this. Remember, we've got that CAD news later that could affect this. Look for the breakout. I would look for the retest of that level there. Remember, this is a 4 hour time frame, so you could probably drop to a smaller time frame, hourly, 15-minute. Looking for the retest here and looking for buyers to come into the market. So that's something I'd be looking for on Kiwi CAD. I'll put those moving averages back on now. CAD Swiss, another chart which is potentially telling me to short. So there's a few charts looking at short CAD. There really are. Take the moving averages off again for this. Sorry guys. And what I can see is a bearish flag pattern. Okay, so you look for impulses and corrections in the market. For instance, this was an impulse, this was a correction, another impulse. I was quite surprised to see that little correction there, but we went in the end. But I'm looking at this as a kind of impulse, a correction, and looking for another impulse. Not too sure how far this one's going to go actually, but you could use your Fibonacci for targets. I mean, first target is, or at least when price comes back into this low, you should be at least putting your stop to break even, maybe banking some money. Second target could be this minus 27% fib extension level. So basically looking for the break and then maybe a bit further as well. Forget that arrow guys, didn't mean to do that. Let's just put in that and then potentially further down. So look for the breakout, getting a bit of a bearish candle there. That could be the start. We'll have to see. Wait for the breakout guys, wait for the close below the CTL, and don't forget we've got that news at 1:30, so UK time. Anything else of interest? Pound yen, well, that's been really bullish, as you can see here. Look at this 4 hour chart, just coming in and out of the averages. Now we did come into resistance here, or thereabouts at 153.50. Just going to drop that down to 153.50 exactly. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to break that? I think we could come and test it. And the reason I think that is because, we've pulled back into the averages again. And look, that momentum's slowed down. That bearish momentum slowed down. The real body, the color part of the candle, small bodied candles. And now we're actually seeing the last 4 hour candle, the high's been broken, and at the moment we've still got an hour and 49 minutes to go. It's looking like a bullish engulfing candle, so we could be seeing some upside on pound yen right now, so take a look at that. Gold and silver, I'm looking for corrections as I am with USD pairs. So pound yen looks interesting at the moment, and some of the CAD pairs as well, so we've got that news later. So have a great day guys, and have a great weekend, and I'll catch you again next week. Bye.